Okay, so it is currently 7 minutes past 4 in the morning. I've been sleeping on and off overnight. I think my brain just knows that I'm in for a big day, physically and mentally, so I couldn't really sleep very well. But I'm gonna get up now and just vlog the day, see how it goes.
Little did I know that I was in for the most challenging day of my life, both physically and mentally. I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. You may or may not know that in the last 6 months, I've gone through a lot, starting with heartbreak that totally turned my life upside down. It was at this time that I went on a fitness journey to improve myself both physically and once again mentally. And after failing many times throughout 2019, this time was going to be different. Now, I'm a big numbers guy, and one way that I like to track my fitness and progress is using a Fitbit that I wear 24/7. This video isn't about my weight loss journey or anything like that, so I'm going to make this part brief, but let me know if you want to see another video about that down in the comments. But nevertheless, I found myself losing weight and really getting into fitness, more so than ever before. And whenever you reach certain milestones, you get a badge on Fitbit. I went from 224 pounds down to my goal weight of 168 pounds and got given the weight goal met badge, which of course was my ultimate goal for many months. This piqued my curiosity, however. I looked it up, and the most difficult Fitbit badge that wasn't including lifetime miles, as that's just a matter of having a Fitbit for like 10 years, but the most difficult badge to get was the Olympian Sandal badge, which was 100,000 steps in a day. Now, if you're not someone that's ever counted your steps, you might not know what that means. So what does 100,000 steps actually entail for someone like me? My average step speed is about 6,000 steps per hour. That's a pace that I can keep up without too much stress, which is nearly 17 hours of walking and over 50 miles. So about 2 marathons worth of distance. In order to make things easier to meet that goal, I also planned to do a run in the morning when my body felt fresh. I had completed 15,000 steps every day for the previous month leading up to this challenge, with 10 of those days hitting 20,000 steps and reaching 30,000 steps 3 times in the last few months. This meant that in order to complete the challenge, I would need to more than triple my record step count. So here was the plan.
100,000 steps a day. Here's how roughly it's going to break down. I'm going to leave at 5 AM approximately, walk to the gym, which will take me about an hour, run a 10k at the gym, and then walk home. That'll be about 20,000 steps. Then we'll have the bulk of the day from about 8:30 to 5 PM. I'll be doing a massive hike, 12 miles one way, 12 miles back. That'll be 50,000 steps. Then I'll be doing another long walk to a different part of the county, and then walking from there back to the gym to finish off or get my steps up to the point where I could finish 100,000 steps by the time I get home before midnight tonight. That is the plan.
It was then time for me to get dressed and take you through my morning routine.
So kicking it off, we have my fat burner that I've been taking. Nothing I show you in this video is sponsored. It's just been a part of my routine for many months. As you guys know, I went on a weight loss journey. I don't know how I'm going to make this video in the end. All that matters today is that 1, I get in the steps, and 2, that I get as much footage as I can. The rest I can sort of handle tomorrow, I guess, when I don't have to worry about that. So here is that. It's like my equivalent of a morning coffee. It just keeps me going. I then have a multi-vitamin gummy, which they're just really tasty and they kind of keep me ticking over. I then have some more vitamins, my daily dose of goodness. There are 4 things here. 1 is called the Heart Helper. Basically, it's got omega-3 and helps with my heart because I used to eat a lot of fish. Now, not so much. 1, the Super Greens, which kind of supplements my lack of vegetables in my diet, to be honest, because I'm much more of a fruit guy. 1, the Joint Soother, because back when I got these vitamins when I was technically obese, my joints were a bit sore, so I needed help with that. And the other one is called the Power Pack, which essentially helped me with energy because I used to have to keep going for naps because I was unhealthy, and now I feel much better. So it's quite a routine. Let's smash it. It's currently 4:30 and I am on 200 steps. So I need to do 500 more lots of that. I am also going to make a pre-workout to have on the way to the gym. I was debating whether or not to have the pre-workout this early in the morning, but I thought as I'm going to be running in the morning, that'll be the most strenuous part of today on my joints and on my body. I might need a bit more energy to kick me off. So I think I'll also have a pre-workout this morning at about 5:30, in about an hour, basically. My pre-workout is the same brand as the Fat Burner. It's from Joseph Rakic on Instagram, I believe. Yeah, I just find it's really cool. So I'm gonna make this, have my vitamins, and then we'll be almost ready to get going. I'm not going to go into it too deeply. If you do want to see another video about my diet and workout, my usual routine that I actually used and still use to this day to lose all the weight and become a healthy weight, then let me know down in the comments, because I'm happy to make another vlog. I love making vlogs, it's just I never have something that epic to make the vlog about. But normally I would intermittent fast, which is basically where you don't eat until the afternoon. It helps with my portion control personally, and can, in some cases, get you to a state of ketosis, which optimizes you to burn fat during exercise. However, today it's a little bit different, because if I've done the maths correctly, I'll be burning close to, if not more than 10,000 calories, just under 2,000 calories for my basal metabolic rate, which is just how much I burn as a human being to live, and then about 8,000 in exercise. So I'm not going to be intermittent fasting today. I'm going to start with a banana. I'm going to have some of these because I have been training normally throughout the week. I did a 10k run on Monday, a 5k on Wednesday, and a 5k on Thursday, which is yesterday, and it's now Friday morning, and I kind of messed up my body a little bit on Tuesday at cricket training. So I wanted to keep training so I didn't shock my body too much today, but I'm going to try and numb the pain today with these. And then also, can't forget Vaseline. Even if you guys don't have cracked or chapped lips, prevention is better than cure, so I will be using this today, so let's get it. I've already recorded like 15 minutes of footage, and it's 4:35. Time is very much of the essence today. I think I'm going to record more than I'll need, and I'll be very particular with what I put in the vlog. It should be a good video. Let's go.
Whilst I was very prepared for this challenge, I worked out the logistics of it all, an hour-by-hour timetable of the day. Nothing could have truly prepared me for what was to come. I'll go over that later on in the video, but I had all my equipment ready, and now it was time for me to leave to go to the gym and get a big chunk of steps in with a morning run.
Alright, I've got the hood up to try and stop me from getting cold, but I'm about half an hour away from the gym now, which means it's time for the pre-workout. Coming up on my right, we have quite the milestone, quite the landmark, if you will. That is the McDonald's that I used to work at up until 3 years ago. It's currently 5:05 in the morning, so I never had to get there that early, but I did have some 6 o'clock starts. I used to park my bike right over there by the sofa workshop. Anyway, I'm gonna drink this pre-workout and get to the gym. Cheers. Woo! There it is, McDonald's. My G. So yeah, as I said, we're about half an hour away from the gym, and I'm buzzed to get there, although the thing is, I've been to this gym before at this time. Back when I lived in the middle of Poole town centre, I used to wake up at 5 AM and go to the gym for about 5:30, and there were a surprising amount of people there. So it might be too busy to vlog. All I care about is that there's a treadmill, because there's only 4 treadmills in the entire gym. So as long as there's 1 treadmill for me to use, I'm happy. It's too dark to see me. I'm on the coastal path. I'm about 10 minutes away from the gym. You can't even see it, but it's in the distance over there. That's where I need to go. 10 minutes away. Let's get it. We're at the gym. It is 5:35. We're 6,000 steps down. So I'm actually here 20 minutes earlier than I had scheduled. I had my run scheduled to start at 6 AM. So basically I'm going to run for at least an hour, which should be about 10,000 steps at a 10km/h pace. But then if my body feels like it can do more, I'm going to take advantage of that, which means I should be able to take it a bit easier later on in the day if I can run more than an hour today. Because running, obviously, you do the most steps in an hour. So that's the plan. I'm just going to take my trousers off because it's pretty warm in here. Luckily, I don't think it's too busy, so we should get a treadmill, which is the main thing. Yes, I'm on the toilet, okay? Humans go to the toilet, alright? I'll see what I can film. It might not be a lot, maybe just a couple of updates, but yeah, I'm buzzing. Just gonna find a podcast to watch while I'm on the treadmill. I'm buzzing, let's get it.
I finally got to the gym and was ready to get started. 6,000 steps down and 94,000 to go. I chucked on a podcast and began to run at a steady 10 km/h speed, which would earn me 10,000 steps per hour. I said to myself, if my body felt good, I would run for longer than an hour, so I ended up running 10 miles in 96 minutes for about 15,000 steps. Honestly, my body has never felt better. I was over 20% of the way done and felt great. Now it was time for me to walk home to prepare for the long day ahead.
10 miles done. That is the most I've ever run in one go. We're at over 20,000 steps now. I'm gonna have a protein bar, I think, walk home, shower, then get ready for the long hike of the day. But my body feels great, honestly. I'm buzzing. We're gonna smash it. These bars, so good. It does look like I've wet myself though. Got the train. Now, as I said, I do intermittent fast, which means, like I said, I don't usually eat till the afternoon. So I'm kind of eating as a precaution. These are so good because I know, even though I could not eat because I'm very good at that, very used to it, which I suppose is handy, I know my body needs more calories today. So yeah, I'm gonna head home. I'll be back in about 45 minutes. Gonna shower, get my proper bag ready, then go out for the long hike. I'll be outside till maybe 6 p.m. because I'm a bit later than I planned, because instead of running for an hour, I ran for about an hour and 40 minutes. So we're smashing it. Just want to say, big up Anytech Solutions. The guys over there at Anytech Solutions, back in 2017 when my PC broke, stopped my daily streak of a year of uploading. They fixed my PC, nice and good, nice people. So if you're in the Poole area and you have a technical issue, go and check out Anytech Solutions. I'm not paid to say this, obviously. I just thought I'd be nice. But yeah, we're probably about 30 minutes away from home and showering and changing. Let's keep going. So basically, once I finished the 10 miles on the treadmill, straight away, I downed the 500 milliliter bottle of Lucozade. My body, my muscles, loved it. My stomach, not so much. I'm about 15 minutes away from home and I need the toilet. That might be TMI, but yeah. And also, it is currently 7:56 a.m. and we have 24,800 steps. So by the time we get to 8 a.m, we'll be a quarter of the way there at 25,000 steps. So we're gonna get home in about 1,500 steps time, shower, regroup, and then we have a 50,000 step hike. So that's the plan. We're gonna absolutely smash it. We'll actually be walking back this way in about an hour. So yeah, buzzing. There we go. Quarter of the way. Quarter of the way there. Just getting to Tesco. We're not actually going in, we're walking past it, but yeah, smashing it. All right, so it is just after 10 past 8 in the morning, which is crazy because this is about the time I usually wake up, and we've already done over 26,000 steps. This is my first of 2 pit stops back at home. So basically, once I've finished filming this clip, I'm gonna take the camera battery, charge it, take these AirPods, charge them, take my phone and charge it, because once we leave after having a shower and getting ready and getting my bigger bag, we're gone for most of the day. We might get back at like 6 p.m. for our second pit stop before we then walk back out and finish the challenge. So far I'm feeling fantastic. Like, I've never run that far on the treadmill, mostly because once you've done an hour on a normal day, there's no real incentive to keep going. But today, I've got a challenge, and it's honestly, let me take my shoes off, I'll start to get ready. It's making me so gassed. I've been walking along just smiling at the fact that I know I'm the kind of person that is gonna complete this challenge. There's no way we fail, and to know that I'm gonna do this is just, it's phenomenal. So I'm gonna weigh myself as well. I'll update you at some point, either in the edit. I might take a picture of the scales with my phone because I need to charge the camera battery more urgently than the phone, because I've got my power pack and stuff. So here we are. This is my brother's room. That's his poster, in case you're wondering. But this is where my setup currently is. So yeah, I'm gonna get showered, get changed. I've got another one of these tops. This is a large. The next one I'm gonna put on is a medium. I bought them when I was losing weight. I didn't know which size I was. And yeah, we're gonna leave by 9 o'clock, I'll say. But yeah, we're looking fantastic at the moment.
One thing I find fascinating throughout this video is the absolute roller coaster of emotions and the physical journey you can see progressing throughout the day. I left the house at exactly 9 a.m. with a 24.2 mile walk ahead of me and a bag that was a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be.
It's 9:37 in the morning and we're already at 31,700 steps, which is actually a new record for me because my previous record was 30,600 in a day. And I'm pretty sure I was walking around the kitchen in the evening to reach 30,000 to make sure I got it. It's not even 10 a.m. We got a new record. The legs are a little bit sore. I'm getting kind of warm. There's no room in my bag for my coat, so I'm either gonna have to like tie it to the bag or something because it's getting toasty. Yeah, we're out here living though. Long way away from the destination, but I'll catch up with you. New record though. Walking up hills. Oh, this is great. We're going strong. 9:45, 32,000 steps. I'm carrying my coat. And we're walking up a hill. This is long. This is so long. Come on, man. I think I left at 9 a.m. So that's 45 minutes. That's not too bad. That means I'm a quarter of the way to my halfway point of the hike. Which means about 2 hours and 15 minutes until the halfway point, I guess. Big up Joe and Danny from the basement yard. I watched, as you saw, their extra yard episode on the treadmill. I'm listening to the actual basement yard now. I also listened to the morning meeting, which is their show. And we're at the top of the hill, baby. Woo! Tell you what, physically, today is gonna be killer. This bag is huge. It's massive. And, well, I'm coming up to a third of the step count for the day. but I think I'm gonna go over, you know? I think the extra running time means when I get to the gym tonight for the second time, I could either do a normal body workout or just up the steps and like crush it. So that's the plan. I'll update you in, I don't know, I think about maybe an hour. I should be around Bournemouth Gardens area if you're local. So that might be nice to film. So I'll see you then. It's nearly 11:45. We're a couple of thousand steps away from 40,000. So this is by far my best walking day. I got my new badge, my hiking boots badge. I put my coat back on because it got a little chilly. I did think it would be windier today. It's not supposed to rain, but it's got kind of cloudy, so the sunglasses have come off. But I'm now walking through somewhere I've never been before. This is the Upper Gardens in Bournemouth. If you guys are local, you may know. There's a little like castle over here. That's kind of dope. I don't know, there's a little cute bridge. Yeah, I've never ever been here before. I've been to the main lower gardens, which is where I will be heading. Then when I'm at the seafront, I'm halfway through my walk and I have another 2 hours. Another 2 hours going along the coastline. That's so much longer than you just think. You look at a map, it's just a straight line for 2 hours. But yeah, this is nice. I'm gonna be enjoying the nature. Yeah, I think I might actually take my earphones out and just listen to nature for a bit. But yeah, going strong. My ankle is a little sore. That's why I took painkillers last night and this morning, because after my 5K yesterday, it was kind of like, this could go wrong. But yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, I'm gonna do it. It's just long. It's not even 11 AM and I know I've got to be walking non-stop till like 7, 8 PM. I will have a couple of breaks. I will go to the gym, do all that, but it's long. So yeah, but we're gonna do it. And we're in a nice location.
So as you can see at this point, my spirits are very high, and I actually did take out the camera once I arrived at Bournemouth Gardens. I took a break from listening to podcasts and music to just enjoy the nature I found myself surrounded with. It was all great and nothing could stop me. This is where things got difficult. I took a 10-minute break 2 hours into the 4-hour walk because I felt like I had to, you know? Halfway to my destination, a break makes sense, right? That's normal. This was probably my biggest mistake. It was 11 AM and I had just completed 40,000 steps.
We're halfway through part 1, 2 hours in, 2 hours to go, break, 4 more hours. We can do it. That beach is where we need to go. Not too bad, right? Peak. It's gonna take us, well, 2 hours.
From walking and feeling totally fine, after just 10 minutes of sitting, my foot was allowed to get uncomfortably sore and I could feel this really painful blister forming. Something I know I wouldn't have felt the effects of until later if I had just kept walking, because I felt fine.
One of my toes is getting a blister, I can feel it, but we move. But I didn't know that this part of the beach is basically abandoned because one of these cliffs a few years ago collapsed, so it's all kind of being worked on. As you can see the construction behind me, but it's windy. I don't know how much you can hear. I'm more worried to walk back because the wind is going this way, so it might be a little bit tough. It is funny seeing the looks I get from people vlogging, but I don't really care at this point. We got a long way to go, so I'm going to keep pushing. 45,000 steps down. My foot is getting more bearable. You know, when you have an injury and you kind of get used to it. That's what's happening now. I just keep telling myself all I have to do is keep walking. It's not like I'm sprinting, running on a treadmill. Just keep walking. We got this. I won't record many more clips of me just talking because I know there's no real difference. But we're about 45 minutes away from the halfway point of the hike. It's quite uncomfortable, but I'm gonna do it. I think I can see the destination more clearly. Yeah, sand in my shoes, not great, but we'll get there.
I didn't expect the coastal path to be so sandy or windy, which definitely made it all more uncomfortable, but it wasn't too long before I hit the 50,000 mark.
We are halfway there, 50,000 steps completed. Let's go. I'm buzzing. Halfway is a little bit scary, but I think psychologically, once you're over the barrier of the halfway point, things should be getting a little easier. So I'll check in with you soon. I'll probably have a little break in a bit, but I don't want to risk my foot hurting anymore by like not walking on it. So I'm going to try and walk as long as I can, maybe eat something. But yeah, we're going strong. We're currently up on a path near the beach, which I'm fine with because it's a little bit more stable to walk on.
I made it to the halfway point and had to take a break to eat and refuel my body, despite my feet really not thanking me for it.
I've had my break and consumed a lot of food on that break, about 1,600 calories, just smashed a pack of Ritz biscuits. My back is starting to hurt. I don't want to make excuses, I don't want to talk like that, but it is getting very, very difficult. So I really want to get home, which will be in about 4 hours if I don't stop, and I'm going to try and not stop. I'm also not going to take the beach route back. I'm going to take the road adjacent to the beach because I don't want to have to walk in sand again. I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible for me. Get home, shower, relax for about half an hour, maybe even an hour if I have time to still complete the steps and go from there, but I'll see you soon.
I do think that changing my route back for the first 2 hours of the second part of the walk was a huge help. The weather was much less intense away from the beach, and it gave me new and interesting things to look at along the way.
I'm walking through the clifftop gardens at this point. It's much nicer than being on the sea. Honestly, this challenge has been made a lot harder by the wind, and you know, it's just a bit, it's not the best day. It's not raining, which is good, but it's not the best day. But I'm at 59,000 steps. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna smash it. That small stretch of land, that is where I ate my lunch, and now I'm having to climb upstairs. It's fine though. I feel fine. We just hit 60,000 steps. The time is 2:41 p.m. so we're doing great. There's one of the piers. Don't know why it had to be stairs, but I suppose that's what we gotta do. We're gonna avoid the beach because, like I said, the wind today has been killer. So yeah, I'm just chilling. A little bit sore, but I know I can do it. You know, 60,000 steps, 40,000 to go. It's gonna take the whole day, as expected, of course. And it's gonna be tough. By far the hardest thing I've ever done. But I'm gonna get it done. And that's the main thing. So it has been a little while since we caught up. It is currently 4:39 p.m. We're on 72,500 steps, so we're doing fine there. I'm about 50 minutes away from home where I'm gonna take a proper break. I might not even shower because I'm not really sweaty at all. And I think I'd much rather use that time to just lie down and relax because today's been really, really tough. It's been really windy. And also my upper back is hurting because I majorly overpacked. Like, I was very well prepared. I bought way more liquid than I've drunk. I've only really drunk about 1 litre, which isn't great, but I didn't want to keep taking my bag on and off because there's so much stuff in there. I've got a whole spare outfit in there, spare trainers. I didn't use them. My feet really, really hurt right now, but I don't want to risk changing into the next pair of trainers in case it isn't comfortable or it's just even worse. So I'm going to stick it out till I get home and then wear the pair of trainers in there for my final walk later on to the gym, which I think I might reroute away from my original plan. It can be a little bit shorter because I did more at the gym, so that's good. But yeah, I think in about 45-50 minutes I should be home, and I'm just gonna put everything on charge. The camera seems to be okay. My phone's nearly dying because I haven't actually used the power bank yet because it's in the backpack there. So I'll use the power bank on my last trip of the day, and I'll probably get to 100,000 at the gym maybe. I don't know. Mentally this is very difficult, but also physically it's very difficult. Recently with running long distance and stuff, physical it's been fine. You know, like this morning I ran 10 miles and it was pretty much, I don't want to say easy, but for my body it was easy. But today is the first time in a long time I've felt a physical challenge. I even contemplated for a second failing. Like, what happens if I fail? But I don't think we're going to fail. I think we're going to succeed because I've worked too hard for this, and I know if I fail today I'll try it again, and I don't ever want to do this challenge again. It's going to be great when I do it, but never again. It's unnecessarily long and it's far too much, but it'll be great to get done. So I'm keeping my spirits high.
The walk back wasn't terrible, but you remember how I said nothing could truly prepare me for the day ahead? I got sunburnt in February on a cloudy day.
Look at my face. I got sunburnt today. Didn't think about that, mostly because it wasn't sunny. You know, you saw some clips of me in the sun, but the majority of it, as you saw, it was windy and cloudy. But you can still get burnt when it's cloudy, and I didn't even think about it. I'm burnt here, my ears are boiling, but the main problem I'm currently having is the blister on my right foot, on one of my toes. I'm not going to show you any pictures, but the blister was as big as the toe. I've never had that. But I thought to myself, I can't continue with that, so I had to pop it, clean it, and basically put a blister plaster over it, tape that up, and I'm now wearing 2 pairs of socks. I'm gonna put a different pair of trainers on, and I'm gonna try everything I can to complete this challenge because if I don't do it today, I'll want to do it again and actually do it, and I do not want to do this again. So it's currently about 20 past 6 in the evening. I'm at just under 78,000 steps. I'm gonna walk very slowly to the gym. Maybe a longer route if my foot holds up, maybe as quick as I can so I can get there and just basically go on the treadmill and hold on to the edges.
Yeah, so the Fitbit didn't want to count my steps if I held onto the treadmill. So despite me barely being able to stand, I actually wasn't able to do that. Great.
Maybe try the cross trainer because I think steps still work there.
Yep. Didn't do that either.
I'm gonna have to put the camera away now and update you when I can because I will run out of time otherwise. But yeah, this is truly the hardest challenge I've ever done in my life. I'm burnt, I'm injured, I'm in pain everywhere, but I'm gonna try and do this.
This is where psychologically this challenge got extremely difficult, and I promise you this, I have never been tested like this in my entire life.
I'm close to crying right now. I look like a mess. That's not the point. I'm giving the coat a break, I'm giving the hat a break. I am in so much pain with every single step that I take, but since leaving home 10 minutes ago, I've done 1,000 steps, which means I only have 21,000 steps to go, which is 3.5 hours of walking, with about 5 hours of time left. Which means, no matter how hard it is, even though I'm shaking, I'm shivering and shaking, but I'm hot at the same time, it's kind of like heat stroke, but not quite as severe, but you can see I'm a mess. I actually think I'm gonna do it. I almost cried back there because I thought I was gonna fail. This clip will mean a lot more when you guys see my reaction when I hit 100,000 steps. It's gonna happen.
I was then too uncomfortable to film anymore. I couldn't actually get behind me, go into my bag and get the camera out. It was too difficult. I hobbled around my town for 2 hours listening to the same motivational video on repeat. One line in it really spoke to me, and it said that it's amazing what happens when it's a must to do something versus a should. It wasn't that I should complete the challenge at this point, which a lot of people would say. It's that I had to, no matter what. I reached the gym having clocked 91,000 steps and would go on to hit 100,000 after 80 minutes of uncomfortable walking on the treadmill.
100,000 steps completed, 5 AM till 10 PM, more or less anyway, and I'm sore all over my face, my back, my feet, obviously, but I did it. I'll give a better review tomorrow or the day after or next week.
I did it, 100,000 steps. This will be the last clip that I record. I'm in so much pain. I don't have to walk home from the gym. Luckily, I'm at the gym now again. My mum's come to pick me up. I thought I'd do the 100,000 at the gym, finish there, and then get a lift home because I feel sick. I think I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna get home and crash.
So I did it. I don't even know where the lens is. I can't see, it's dark. I'm filming this on my phone. I did the 100k steps. I'm crying. I had a little cry because I really thought I was gonna fail, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this video. I'm absolutely ecstatic with myself, but I don't have the energy to show it or celebrate it. I got in the house literally 2 minutes ago, well, 10 minutes ago I should say, and just came straight up here, and I'm just gonna clock out. But yeah, good night.
Okay, so it is Saturday morning, and that was probably one of the worst night's sleep I've ever had. My head was just going doof, doof, doof all night. I'm very excited when I get a bit of strength back later on to work on the video and sort out all the clips because I haven't watched all of them back. I didn't really film much last night. I remember doing a clip at around about 80,000 steps, and then I didn't film anything until I'd completed the challenge. I got home and just went straight into bed. That didn't make it easy to fall asleep, but I couldn't do anything else. I was in so much pain. But I've been up for a couple of hours now. I've eaten a small something. I definitely suffered yesterday because I didn't eat enough, but I felt too sick to eat. I think the lack of sleep because of my headache. It was almost like I got sunstroke, but it wasn't even sunny, but either way, I'm feeling a bit better. I just thought I'd do a little outro clip. I know I'm gonna add commentary and add a proper intro, middle, outro. I'm gonna make this video amazing, hopefully. My muscles actually don't feel too stiff. Obviously, you guys know I'm used to exercise. My cardiovascular system feels fine. It didn't feel stressed or pushed too hard yesterday. It was literally just my feet. I know I only had trainers. I think if I had hiking boots, it would have been a lot easier. Basically, if I didn't get blisters and my feet were comfortable, it would have been fine. But I was so gassed to do the challenge, I didn't go and buy a pair of shoes. I just did it, and I made it tough for myself, but I did it. I'm gonna spend today sort of cleaning up because it was all a bit messy yesterday. I've never been on such a time crunch. Like, I would get home, I'd want to rest for a bit. I was supposed to have an hour rest in the evening. 40 minutes of that rest was spent dealing with my blister and putting like a proper plaster on it and taping it up, and it was just so tough. I felt sick, but I did it. So I don't know what I'm doing with this clip or all the others, but I'm excited to find out. I hope you have enjoyed, of course.
So that brings us to Sunday afternoon. I didn't even have the energy yesterday to make this part of the video, but as you can see by the badge on the screen, I completed the 100,000 steps challenge and have made what was hopefully a fun video for you all to watch. It's been really enjoyable to make. I haven't made a project like this in so long. I even broke out the green screen. It's kind of cramped. I don't know if it's even working. I didn't want this to just be a regular cut-up vlog. I wanted it to be something really special, something that I can always look back on because I pushed my mind and body to the limit, and I am so glad that I completed it. Before I did the challenge, I had this vision in my head of me getting the 100,000th step and recording myself and being ecstatic and jumping around and happy, and I couldn't do that. I felt it in my head, but I was so exhausted. I've never been physically exhausted before. Until then, I couldn't do anything. To go from where I was 6 months ago, technically obese and heartbroken, to pushing my body past even what I've experienced in my life has been phenomenal, and I hope whoever you are and wherever you're watching this, you can take some sort of inspiration and motivation from this video, because you're capable of much more than you give yourself credit for. I can promise you that. So I finished the day on 100,408 steps, burned approximately 9,000 calories, and walked/ran just over 50 miles. And I couldn't be happier. As I said, it's Sunday afternoon, and I've taken this whole weekend to rest and recover, as that is equally as important as getting your exercise in. I hope you did enjoy this video. Drop a like if you did, and drop a comment down below letting me know what you thought, or if you want to see more vlogs in the future. But that is going to do it from me. I hope you have a fantastic day. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.